check what episode this is before I even start right now.
I don't know. Is it 30 something?
64.
5.
You should say 5 and 4 at the same time.
My song.
It's not a song. Come over a little bit. Did you grind it out today? Did you? And today's gonna be a doozy of a topic. Hey, what's up, I'm Rashad.
And I'm Kesha.
Hang with the Joneses, episode number
64.
64. Definitely, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Especially to the YouTube. I'm trying to get those numbers up. And if you're on the pod audio, thank you. See you. And yeah, make sure that you let people know what we're doing as well. So, quick update. What's going on? It's been a while.
Not COVID. Nothing really. COVID. Still going at it with my business and mental health, and that's it.
Yeah, well, like I said in the blog, I'm back working full time and just trying to get a decent routine. And it's been quite the struggle.
Full time in the building.
Yeah, in the building.
Yeah, you was full time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Back full time in the building. So it's been a rough transition.
You know what? Like, I was home today and I said, I can do this work from home housewife thing. Stay at home mom thing. I really thought about that today hard. I said, it's going to feel kind of good. Until I make a decision, then that's it. Like, oh no, get me out of here.
Yeah, you get about a good 2 weeks of that. You like, yo, I don't want to cook for you no more.
I don't know if I give myself 2 weeks. I ain't say nothing about cooking either.
Exactly.
I didn't say nothing about that.
I would work a regular 8-hour job and come home and cook. That's a joke.
I ain't say nothing about cooking.
Yeah.
Stay at home mom. Mom.
You stay at home parent and wife. You just stay. Matter of fact, you're just staying at home. You know what I'm saying? You figure that thing out. But yeah, that's really been the long and short of our lives. Is just trying to figure out our work lives. You know what I'm saying? It's been quite the chore, to say the least. Plus, kids back in school. Plus, oldest working. It's a lot of moving parts to this.
Got 2 in school and 1 at home, and
it's just a lot of moving parts. And so we empathize with everybody who has children or somebody else's children that they're taking care of, and
single parents.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, you doing it?
Yeah, definitely. Salute to you. But yeah, today's topic. Plus, nobody really cares about how we doing.
I care how I'm doing.
You care how you doing?
How you doing?
I care how I'm doing too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, today's topic. I want to talk about, speaking of being at home and all that good stuff, just in regards to, how can I put this? Sometimes in relationships and friendships and co-workers, all of the any sort of relationship that involves people, there's a point where we have to figure out how to best assist. And sometimes finding that thing can be difficult, and we can do a lot of harm in the name of trying to help somebody. And I feel, especially when it comes to us, because we basically talk about us, I feel like I've done that a lot, where I feel like I'm trying to help you, and in the end, it really wasn't the help that you either A, needed, B, asked for, or C, did not come across as help at all. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, have I ever been in that situation? I don't think so. At least it's not ringing the bell right now. I don't think I've ever been in the situation. Because I think sometimes a lot of my help is usually asked for.
Yeah. But I think more or less the way in which you help somebody could be it can be ineffective. Like, you can be going super hard, think you're doing the right thing, but in the end, it was like, my whole approach was wrong. The way I went about it was totally wrong. Or person just didn't really want my help at the time.
Have you ever known me being in a situation like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Person that want my help?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Me. That person would be.
I'm mad.
Person would be me. You know what I'm saying?
That don't even make a difference.
It really should.
The words say "help me," so whether you want my help, I was designed to help you.
And okay, so basically, you're reaffirming what I'm trying to say,
which is
the way in which I need the help. You may not be giving it the way that I can receive it.
I get that. So something's wrong with the way you receive it, and so you're not receiving
no,
my help.
You really trying to screw my words. That's not what I said.
I ain't trying to screw your words.
Yes, you are, yo. That's not what I said. What I said was the way in which you're trying to help me isn't the way that I receive that help. And you then said, basically, I don't understand how you trying to help me. And that's not the case.
It sounds about the same to me. But even Rashad, when it comes now, I feel like if someone else does it, you received it instantaneous. I can mimic the same thing. It's like, nah, that's not it. It's like, what? And then someone else say like 2 minutes later, it's like, that's it. Say that's not true.
But you do the same thing too.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Girl.
I'll be thinking of consideration, and then somebody else might say, I'm like, oh, that's confirmation. I'm really supposed to move. You would act like I didn't even say it.
Like, did you really just throw consideration and confirmation together?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That noise up,
that's what it is. I would got a confirmation of the allocation.
Can you silence that? Like,
it is silent.
no, it's not.
Don't
I
call
can hear
my
it
phone.
vibrating. Yeah.
Don't call out my phone.
Yeah.
See, like that. Like, that's a perfect example.
Nah, I
didn't want your help.
Nah, I don't want it being in recorded noise.
So, what's your question?
My question is, why can't you help me the way I need to be helped?
Because sometimes the way you surmise that you need to be helped is not that. Sometimes you can be very linear in thought. And it's like, okay, how about you got to think about all these things around you and you focus on one thing, but you're leaving out the other things that need to come into play. So both of us can have that mindset. You know me, my thought is I always think about what happened, A, B, C, D happens. Rashad's like, this is A and we're going to run with it.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes I receive, because I'm like, well, what happens if A doesn't work? How about have you tried this? And like, what? Why would you say A don't work? That you just speaking negative. No.
Yeah.
I'm just used to have a plan and the backup plan for those plans.
Yeah, and I'm really accustomed to having a plan because I have done the research already. I feel like I have gone through those steps of I don't need another plan. This is the plan.
And it helps because I'm thinking both perspectives, because how many times the A didn't come through? So it's like, oh, thank God you got a B plan. So we went left out here. Or sometimes it's like, dag, I'm glad A ran off. No, it was a hit. But still, then maybe we can put B and incorporate it with A to make it even bigger. So to me, I'm always saying maybe that's even just the control aspect. I want to be able to have a plan and control. Rashad is kind of like, let nature take its course. It's going to be okay. And I'm more like, let me help nature. Let me have a plan. I'll just stick by saying, like, never put all your eggs in one basket. Let's spread this around. And Rashad's like, if that basket is a moneymaker, put it in.
Yeah, my reason has always been, this is the plan.
Yeah.
There is, like, this is the way. You know, like, that's really it. And that's how I live. And fortunately and unfortunately, that's how I've lived the majority of my life.
So when it don't go through, you be like, man,
yeah,
that's the plan.
Whatever, yo. Gotta try something different.
Yeah, but with me, plan B's already ready to be fired up.
Yeah, I don't. It's for me. I really. How can I put this? For example, when I went to college, I only wanted to go to one college, and that was Norfolk State. I hold a green and gold. only one college because that's what I wanted to do. I saw it. I saw them. I wanted to march in the band. Shout out to Spartan Legion, which I did. That was the only option. In retrospect, a lot of kids will cast the widest net as possible. They'll try to apply to 20 different colleges and see, you know what I'm saying, which one accepts them or which one they want to go to, which one to get the most money from. For me, it was like, nah, I just want to do this. My parents really they weren't really down with me going to Norfolk State because they thought it was like, you know, party school and me out there just like wilding. But I really didn't care what they said because the only place that I wanted to go to and I was going to was Norfolk State, and that's what happened. So that's like confirmation bias for me with me having a plan and me seeing that plan through.
But even look, okay, Norfolk State, even your description, you want to go to Norfolk State, you want to go in the band. How about the education part? That was some people know. And see, that's when my B plan is, okay, education-wise, what do I want to plan? Rashad went to school for the whole time. It's like, in middle school, I used to ask him, Rashad, what you going to do with this degree? I don't know. Rashad, but I really think you should be a teacher. Like, you really have to, I don't know. Graduate with a degree. Dang, I shouldn't have went to school for that. So that's the thing. For me, it was like, even if my A, okay, I did A. You went to grad school for A. Oh, I'm not feeling this. My A wasn't too far from my B. Like my A, I went to school for psychology. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. It ain't too far. Mental health is, that wasn't a big difference. So that's why I even say, for me, my plan B, okay, what's your backup? Rashad's like, I got in Norfolk State and I got in the band. Okay, but how about the other pieces of Norfolk State? I was the one, I'm applying for all the schools, and I want to have my option of what I want to pick. I want to be like, which I did. I had the options of what school I wanted to get into, what classes I wanted.
Yeah, and that's kind of the difference between us when it comes to even listening to each other and then trying to disseminate information, especially in regards to like help, because I'm looking at it from the perspective of this is kind of how this should go, and you're looking at it, and for me, you're looking at it very like this is all the possibilities it can go, and those other possibilities I don't even recognize because I don't even see them being actual possibilities.
But doesn't mean that they're not there. Because for that example, the possibility that you see exactly what happened, it's like, Dad, I didn't see, but I told you that was that this would happen.
I don't care.
But then when we got there, especially, and also look at what your decisions impacts my life.
True.
So it's kind of like when you have a whole family based off the system. No, we need a plan. We need a plan that if the A doesn't go right.
Yeah, and that was a very much a struggle early on. Just this like merging of ideologies and trying to make them blend, and it came across very much early just as a power struggle. Like it really wasn't us actually getting down to the bottom of it because we don't really have like these like issues like that anymore. But we really had to figure out one, and it's so layered because when it comes to how you were reared, it's definitely going to play a part into how you receive help and how you want help and how you want to be helped, if you want to be helped at all. So we had to figure out one, our upbringing, and also put that together with how we wanted things to be done. And it took years for those two things to coalesce. And sometimes, we'll rear back into our old ways and it's still like, yo, like, hold on. This isn't how this works for us. Why are we doing this? Mm-hmm.
And I think now we kind of merge. Me, I'm very task oriented. So if we say 5 years, we're going to complete this, I am the one, let's write the vision. And Rashad adopted it now. I think thanks to Pastor Davis was like, what's the vision? And he was like, oh, and I was like, told you. But I literally write it down. What's the vision? Okay. What's the plan for us to get there? What's step one to get to the vision? Okay. After we got the goal, vision. Okay, that's the goal. What's the steps to get there? Okay. What time frame we giving ourselves? Okay. And then we reevaluate. That really helps me. So then it's less of if a plan that something doesn't happen and that we plan, it doesn't really knock us off that much because we already have a plan in place. As opposed to me kind of like, oh, let's play by ear. I hate that let's play. And Rashad is a let's play by ear.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like you're a sunflower kid. Like
yeah, like Kesha's very much a smart goal person. Very specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based.
Yes, like, really.
Kesha, like life is centered around that. And I ain't really there all the way with stuff. Like I just don't. I'm not. And I know sometimes it works. And most times it does work. But my mind does not go there first. Mm-hmm.
Even like when we talk about financial, which is something I was doing, then got all financial literacy. What's the first thing you say? Develop a plan.
Yeah.
What you want to go? What's your year goal? What's your 2 years, 3 year, 5? You know, and I'm like, that's what I'm used to. You gotta have a plan as you feel like it's kind of all useless to me. If I don't have a plan or working towards what I want to achieve, I feel like what am I doing? Like I'm just doing idle stuff for what?
Yeah, and then in saying that, the way that the assistance doesn't come because there's no target for anything. Mm-hmm. So there's no say like, oh, I need help with this, but I don't even know this is even a point of contention for you because it hasn't been said or it hasn't been written down. There is no clear communication in regards to what you need. So, okay, back 7-8 years ago, you was really struggling. A lot of deaths, a lot of stuff going on. You was like, yo, I can't do money no more. I can't do finances.
Yeah, I sure did.
I was like, it's not really my thing. We said just early on, and this wasn't my thing. And
we really did. One thing, marriage counseling again.
Yeah, and I had to take it on. And I hated it. And the thing for me was trying to alleviate, and plus we was like really not in a good financial place at all. So it was like, not only am I getting this when money ain't right, plus I'm getting this because you just can't handle it right now. So it was like a 2-for-1 for me. And I had to try my best to manage that.
I agree.
Through, let me finish if I forget.
I said I agree.
Oh, yeah. I had to manage all of that and not really have a lot of money to really do it. So I'm basically going into what I know. And that is survival mode. So I am paying what I need to pay. What doesn't get paid, don't get paid. Do I care about my credit right now? No, I don't care about my credit, Mr. Person who's trying to call me to get this money. I'm not talking to you. So it was,
and I'm like,
and Kesha's on the back end just trying to, really get herself straight. But then came a point where he was like, hey, I kind of want to get back into the finances. And I'm like,
because it wasn't going well.
I'm like, you really do?
It wasn't going well at all.
And then it took me a long time to kind of acquiesce because I felt like you weren't trying to help. You was just trying to check in on stuff. And like, I was like, I think you want it so you don't. Again, another one of my personality
all
traits.
All or nothing.
And it took me a long time to really...
why can't we do it together? See, even with the analogy was like when we took it over, you had no money. We didn't have it in the beginning because I planned and managed so well. It felt like we had a lot of coming in, but we actually had less.
Yeah, but
than when you took it over.
Not really, because at the time I lost my job.
Right, in the beginning. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about in the beginning. Remember, I was still managing when we was at Cambridge. And even at the time, I was still, when you took over, it was kind of here, but we had less.
But still, but we had more responsibility here.
Yeah, it was the planning. It was the planning. And even when we go into financial planning, to find out like the way I used to do it is the reason why we had more money. Not because honestly more money was coming in. It wasn't. We actually had less. I'm telling you, we had a lot less money. It's because when it did come in, I had a plan on where each money went. As opposed to when we were just kind of like throwing money at stuff like, oh, let me catch up. And also like being late. There was no late because that's extra money. So everything was like super beyond time. But as opposed to things changing, now we're paying the bill twice. And we really didn't have it for the first time because of late fees, Yeah. So now he was like, well, you got to take it over. No, how about we do it together? Because I have a whole lot on my plan. But how about we bring somebody in who can teach us? And which in the beginning, Sister Penda, she held us tight. She told us a lot and did a lot for us. But now it's like, let's bring in a financial person. So I feel like it's more a mutual thing because I can't do it all.
It's definitely more mutual now. And it unfortunately took us way too long to kind of get to this place.
And I think it was took you out the fear of it. Because like right now, if this might sound weird to people, we have allowances. When that first was brought up, I was like, cool, I'm down with it. He was like, I don't know about this one. Actually, having the allowance freed us up. So I have a problem with Rashad buy 1,000,001 sneakers. And that's like, yo, you can't buy sneakers today. It's not in our budget, Now we have, like, and some other people have said this too, we have a general account where we pay the bills from, and then we have our separate accounts. He can do what he wants with his money because the general account is where he paid the bills from. So with his allowance, he can do what he wants, and I can do what I want with my allowance. And it was really more freeing than the concept of I'm a grown person with allowance.
Yeah, not even that, but it freed up saying like, look, stuff is paid for. So we've helped each other to get to that place where stuff is being paid for, stuff is on time. I'm not really stressing about that.
In advance.
Okay. And now my money, which we always felt, but we never really had the actual authority to say that. Because if I'm spending $40 here, you spending $30 here, I spend $100 here, you spend $70 here, then we really don't have money. We're just kind of, aimlessly spending without any real target. And now stuff is more, again, it's more measurable. Mm-hmm. Smart goal. So yeah, definitely that has.
But it took a while.
Yes. It took a while.
It took a while to get there.
And some people would come in more financially literate. Like I know like our children will be way more financially literate than what we are right now. Because it's easier to actually expose them to this, even like them having an actual bank account, and especially dads having to understand like, look, you can't keep asking me for money when you got a job. Like it's stupid. Like don't keep doing that. You need to be responsible for yourself and your stuff. I'm trying to help her understand. If I get paid $300, I can't spend $290.
You ain't got no bills, so you can put really half in your savings.
I saw that you should have a lot of money in savings by the time that you leave this house. Mm-hmm. That's something that I can never say that I had as a 16, 17-year-old was a savings account.
I did.
Not like. And
I was good, like and maybe that's why in the beginning I was good on that side. I'll find that we laugh about it today. How they like we need change, and as a little girl would go and give them change. Like where do you get all this money from? And like $100 bills. I need change. Here you go. So I have always been good in saving. Yeah. Like always.
And I need to understand the concept of saving because he never had nothing to save. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why this went on to a financial piece.
I don't know either. But our second child's like that too. If she got a penny, she gonna save that penny and make it 15 cents until eventually it's $1. She's gonna save it.
Definitely. But this still goes into the way of helping somebody and making sure
that's what he's talking about.
that help is palatable for the person. Because if I'm trying to help somebody, but my delivery is wrong, or my intent for helping is like it isn't coming from an honest place, then it's not gonna like people are going to eventually see that I'm not being honest and real about it. You see that at work all the time. Like, there's a person who says they got your back and they'll help you, and then when it's time for them to actually come to the table, they be like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. So
Or help and then tell everybody,
yeah,
that's for me. Or but sometimes, honestly, sometimes we might not know how we need help all the time. So say, for example, back then, if someone say, I'm going to give you stock in Apple. I'm like, what? I just said I need that. Now look where it is. You've been, you know what I mean? So sometimes I think we both have to be open. But just because it's not on your plan doesn't mean sometimes you don't need it. No, sometimes I can talk to myself, like, if I could go back and do a lot of stuff over, like investments and stuff, and I can't even say it's because no one taught me. I didn't find it relevant. I was taught it. I was like, what is that going to really? Look, now, my age now, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are silly.
Yeah, and not everybody trying to just find the next wave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. Let's wrap this up. You got to go. But yeah, it's hard. The process of learning how to give and receive help, it's really a big deal. Because some people just don't have especially the emotional capacity to actually deal with somebody helping them.
Your pride.
Yeah, or even understanding when they need help. Because some people are just fiercely independent, or because nobody never really helped them. When they see somebody helping them, it's like, nah, I don't want that.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
That too. Again, pride thing. So, yeah, if that's you, definitely, especially watch this on YouTube, chime in below to talk about like how you've had to deal with or understand how to receive help, or even you've been a person that's been a jerk, like how you overcame that too. Or
if you're the person who were given help and was rejected.
Yeah, and that was like a huge problem for me. Like if I gave you my help, I feel like you needed it, and you did.
Oh.
And I was like, man, they don't want it, and that hurt my feelings. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, like, share, subscribe, definitely. If you here, you are the MVP of the week. You should give yourself a gold star and a high five. High five. But yeah, that's all we got for this week. My pee was going on. Not a lot of Marvel What If is done. Go back and check the reviews on that. Yeah. That's it. So, Dez's birthday, because that's something to say, that drops on Wednesday. Yeah, it's already saved, so you should see that premiering on Wednesday at 1, I think. Yeah. Either way. Till next time.